Hello, welcome back to another Super Budapest rank video. We keep going, and every time we skip to another day, we go from 1% to 2% just because time passes and people overtake me in the rankings. But I get a little better every time. Give me another mosquito. Oh, you gentle and kind soul. Hopefully this is a winning formula. We won the ant at the front. Obviously, two mosquito. I don't know, mosquito is not the best option this week overall. Because there's no obvious 1 health targets to snipe, and I guess you can even out a 2-3 matchup, but no one's taking a horse. So, maybe in another world, but that being said, we're not going to complain about it too much. We tried a bit of innovation last time we ran this weekly, which is of course yesterday. I've been daily uploading for a while now. When will I stop? No. And as I say that, of course, this guy takes a horse, and we win as a result of this guy and his horse decision making. It's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I pictured. Thank you very much. We've got 2 levels pending. I think I'm beginning to understand the nuance of taking early pets and getting fortunate with it. If you don't see a match in your initial lineup, you take 1 and roll, don't take 2. Just because you would rather look for matches than the perfect round-winning matchup for the round that you're on right now. I think that's the system. Of course, we take a victory, it doesn't matter. Okay, give me this, and give me that. I'm seeing an obvious synergy, and I'm going to take it. Roll me once, and just put this here for good measure, you know? It's not a big deal. I think we can't really fix or change the order of this in a way that matters, so it would have been nice to get a jellyfish before that, so we could have done a little bit of a combo put, and then you would be at +2/+2 overall. Oh god, saying +2/+2 brings me straight back. Like, it's like the Ratatouille meme, you know? Anton, he eats the Ratatouille, which, by the way, is the name of the dish. I don't know how many people who haven't seen Ratatouille. Well, first of all, I don't know how many people haven't seen Ratatouille in the first place. If you haven't, shame on you. You should watch that film. I'm not a connoisseur of... Oh, let me just... Hold on. Retune the sap audio so it's louder. Not that it matters, but, you know. As I continue my conversation, as I was saying, you know, first of all, you should just watch that film. And I'm not a film connoisseur by any stretch of the imagination, but you're getting pilled, so I'm not going to try and level you. Should I... Now that I think about it, does that make sense as an ideology? Yes, because we're looking for levels on these guys in the future, not anything else. But if we're not going to do that, then I guess we'll just start buying apples, right? Like... But if we're not going to level you, then why would I level... You know what I mean? Like, that... I just bought 2 apples in a turn. Maybe I could have bought 3 apples if I didn't roll in optimistically. And that was a nothing turn. But we're fine still, right? Anyway, like, I take that little sip, well, bite of Ratatouille, which I have to imagine tastes exactly like it. I imagine it tastes. I don't think there's any creativity involved in the rat of Tui. Okay, this guy... He got me with the auto, he got me on that one. Seahorsed me. Okay, that's what we want. If I'm doing anything, it's looking for a pill to kill this ant and giving me buffs. You put me in a tricky position here. Because I would need to downgrade my team to get a worm on, and I think it's too late for a worm, honestly. 2 salad bowls is tempting. I would just buy one, to be frank, and lead this way. Yeah, okay. Was I right or wrong to not level this guy? I don't know. I don't know what the right choice was. I'm very lost. Help. Just give me a level on the muskox and we'll call it a day. That's a very unfortunate. And despite all that, we still won, because this guy, apparently we went up against the world's worst gamer. Honestly, I'm taking the stats. Call me a crazy? Okay, well, that's pretty much exactly what I was looking for last turn, but a level next turn is also perfectly fine, because then I level, pill, we do a bit of maneuvering here and there. We have an empty slot for the new incoming recruit from the jellyfish level. Mosk Ox level would go crazy, of course, but anyway, as I was saying, it brought me straight back to like Hearthstone, like buffs and stuff. No, I wish there was. It's interesting how, in like your brain psychology or whatever, you can never really perfectly recapture something, like a moment. Perfect, like it's hard, it's very difficult in many cases to do so. Okay, give me that. I would be stupid if I didn't take this moose. We've been kind of struggling so far, and I haven't run a moose at all this week. So it's moose time. It's certainly moose time. Thank you so much. We're in for a different kind of run than what we're used to. Early moose. Earliest possible moose. We have never tried the moose in this week. I did call it out as a scalar. I like freezing things, which is why I don't love the moose. I can appreciate it for what it's done for society, but... Okay, well, we're being farmed here. Help. Help. I mean, you can't beat an early hippo with garlic. That's just how it is. But we're gonna get a better team eventually. Okay. Forget about this guy. Put a hawk in here. Put garlic on you. Freeze the tier 1s. Freeze the tier 1s. If I'm doing anything, I'll put a meat bone on you so you actually have potential. You are blessing me right now, Mr. Moose. Sir, good sir. I will not forget this when you inevitably do not help me in the future. I will remember that in my time of need, when you could have given me a rough time. You could have buffed a musk ox and a hawk in a situation where it wouldn't have really mattered. You could have done multiple sheep buffs. But you did not. And I will remember that when you inevitably give me buffs elsewhere in my moment of triumph. And I will place high value on that choice. Okay. What are our options here? Because this needs to go. It needs to go. But what do we have that can replace it? You know what I mean? We can't just sell it and then roll for a replacement. That makes absolutely no sense. Now, start by freezing the tier 1s. Back to first principles, you know. Derive the correct formula. There's no... I'm not buying a durian. Has to be said. Okay. Let's start with an alpaca. Roll me. I would buy this. Now you might say, why do that? Next cow we see, it'll level immediately. No stress. Roll me once. Give me something to spend my resources on, please. Switch the order around. I'm buying an apple. I don't care. Call me stupid. Okay, this is like delusional levels of luck. How many? I've only missed 1 or 2 ever. The moose, like... all the times I've complained about it so far, and it's just blessing me for no reason. Now, of course, we want to do that. Oh, you... Okay, let's do this in the right order. Put that there, of course. Dragon. We can only make this decision now. There's no point. We already have one scaler. Let's not complicate things by also running a 4-squatted alpaca build. We're gonna sell the alpaca next turn anyway. Just do this and level this guy, and then yes, give me that. And just go crazy on this. Get you to the maximum potential that you can offer. You don't need to buff me here. That's fine. That's fine. Now we can also buy waffles for the cow. I don't even care. You brought this jellyfish to a position of sure victory in a circumstance where I could have easily lost. And for that you have my undying respect. Okay? Now, I would like to do a bit of that. And I would like to level you. Honestly, this is the perfect mix. Now, I know everything's gonna be unfrozen. Give me something to buy. Garlic on a cow. Why not? Who can it hurt? Well, apparently alpaca works now. Just as the world's strangest alpaca build. I mean, I'm not complaining, right? We've got a mix of tier 1 and tier 5. So basically all we're doing is rolling and freezing. And then our team just gets better. We don't even need to buy. It's actually better for us to roll than buy. Apart from waffles for the cow. Like, this is an innovation of this weekly that I have not even... This is beyond innovative. Okay, if you're gonna keep giving me the world's best shop, then... Okay. Well... Show me a waffle. Durian... I would put a durian on you. And I would buy a pizza, and I would just roll for fun. You are so kind to me. This is like bliss watching this gameplay, man. After all those close shaves as 3rd and 2nd places where, you know, I was like, oh, please, can I get a favorable matchup, please? Can I get a level on my next pet? No. You know? I'm doing like my version of the Cave Johnson Lemons rant, but it's like super auto pets. You know, it's like... When life gives you shit weekly, don't just settle for 3rd place. You know, like, I'm trying to formulate this off the top of my head. I'm not as good as I thought I would be at this. Oh god. Okay, well, forget it. You are the first person to trade favorably ever, but the rest of your team sucks absolute donkey cock. I hate to break it to you. You had an option to beat anyone else. You came up against the world's best Super Autopets gamer in the entire city. Okay. You gotta go. You can... Listen, there's no harm in a walrus at this point. So... And I would even put a tomato on the walrus. Which makes no sense given that I'm giving them... Yes, you know what? Forget it. Okay. Now we freeze this. I would rather roll more often. Okay, well, you know, in that circumstance, if I'm going to choose one, I'm choosing this. I'm not choosing the moose. Because the moose, by the time we win, we're going to win the game before the moose levels. Let's be honest with each other. So, just put the resources in the right column. And it doesn't even matter what you buff, because I'm going to win this game. You know, you had a penguin. Nice try, brother. But even with the world's most efficient shark build, skid issue. Tomato worked, apparently. Okay, cool. You stand no chance. I don't mean this in a derogatory or insulting way. Put the steak here makes more sense. Roll me once. I have absolutely nothing to complain about. But you are not beating me. There is no improvement you can make to your team that would make me think this guy is going to beat me. Now, if we enter a perpetual drawing state, I may think otherwise. Well, now I'm just rolling for chocolate. Well, if you're gonna give me chocolate, then what can I say? And put a steak on you. Just roll twice and enjoy life. Well, if you're gonna do it that way, then I would rather replace a durian than guarantee a one-shot by doing so, and run it this way. We have a dearth of attack, so steak makes a lot of sense. Now we upgrade our team so magnificently that there's no chance you win. How did you change my order like that? How did you do that? Because I didn't have you at the back. How did you... Ah, tomato and hooper bed combination to scale. Okay, well, I needed to buff the moose to prevent that then. Chocolate... Chocolate and none of these make sense. Chocolate on you is the only thing that actually makes sense, now that I think about it. So just give me like a waffle. That's fine to freeze, but I'm not gonna buy it actually. Okay, can I like win it temporarily? But okay, let me do the math on this one. You're gonna deal 4 and 8, 12. I'm gonna survive on 1 health by doing this, thereby allowing myself to survive just one extra turn. Okay, there's no point in really buffing you anymore. See, now we survive on 1. Is that the adaptation that we needed? Yeah, but you bought another tomato. Masterfully played, sir. We are entering the potential of an eternal game. Okay. You're giving me too many good options here. What am I supposed to do with all this? Okay, I can now buff you to exactly where I would like you. Buy this. Doesn't matter. May as well. Run that. I've never gotten a level 3 cow? Okay. You need the buffs, so that's satisfactory. I may as well freeze this to get max attack on you. It's better than nothing, right? I'm not scared of losing a round. I'm scared of never winning a round. Okay, now you stand no chance of killing my moose, which makes me think it should be GG. Yes, that is exactly what I thought. It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time, because your team was stuck in just treading water until some change happened and made you win, you know? I can't match! Oh! They should let you do that. They should let you just for a +1/+1 and buy a reactivation, but then that would change a lot of interactions. That would make Waffle less, but you know what? Fine. I'll freeze you just for the purposes of the, you know... What am I even buying this for? It's all gonna go to the Walrus, which doesn't really matter. Just buy this and... What am I gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna win anyway, so I'm gonna buy an app with a flex. And now everything's on 50 health, so... GG. No timer means you've won, sadly. They need to change that. Even if it's like technically a bug, the fact that I can tell whether I've won before the fact should not... I know it's like irrelevant, but it reduces some of the tension in the versus games. But I knew I was winning anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. That's a top shelf game from me, if I can say so myself. Couple of days, couple of runs, 2 runs to be specific, left in the weekly. Well, no, just 1 run, I think. Tomorrow, right? Because I don't do 1 more. Thoughts? Honestly, this weekly cooks. There's so many different ways to win that I've already discussed. That naturally has evolved over the course of the meta. Just to quickly touch on it, right? We started with the dominance of worm, rabbit, buffing peacock or hippo, right? With garlic on it to make it better. Then there's the chance of running praying mantis in synergy with a bunch of other stuff. Like you can run praying mantis shark, for example, and there's a lot of synergy in it. You can run praying mantis dragon, they're less sentient. You can run cow with waffle. You can run, within all of this strategy, you can run a Doberman for coconut armor. Like, and beyond all of this, you can just have a waffle to guarantee that your shit team can take out some quote-unquote better teams. It's just, this weekly has actually got it all, to be honest with you, and I was dissing it at the beginning because I was not aware of the depth it had. That's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Interaction helps the algorithm. It's true. Even though you knew that, I'm sure if you're watching to the end of a 20-minute YouTube video, you probably understand some basic functionality of YouTube algorithm, how it rewards people who interact with content, and how it rewards the content that drives interaction with the, you know what I mean? Just like, comment, subscribe. That's all I'm asking. And yeah, enjoy.